What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechWit Solutions. Thank you guys again so much for joining us for another live stream. If you guys don't know what TechWit Solutions is, you guys can see it in the t-shirt. I don't know why I did that. I do apologize. Feel free again to click the link down below. We're a team of 41,000 members worldwide, and the thing that we do best is we provide a free and simple platform for both new and experienced traders. Let me kind of go ahead and get started, and I think I provided the link for the group. They should be tuning in right now. Hopefully, yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to confirm and send it out again. Boom, there we go. But as you guys can see in the title, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the trade that, again, this title is based on the trade that my little sister took. You guys find her making 4.04% more attractive than me making the same trade, but it's because she's younger and she's a lady and stuff like that. So that's why I titled it the way that I did. But it comes down to, I started kind of just exposing my little sister to the opportunity that the stock market offers, and I made a video. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be breaking down the stock that we traded today. It's a very common stock that we trade, but not only am I going to talk about that specific stock, but the overall success of our group, and just wanted to give a couple shout outs. So I hope all of you guys were able to end the week on a green note. If you guys know anything about us, when it comes down to us breaking down stocks or going live when the market's open, or just performing the technical analysis, it's for me to just simply share my whole thought process. In no way is it for me to promote any form of trading. Just like we continuously repeat over and over again, you never invest in what you don't understand. You don't invest in what you can't manage, right? As well as the last thing is you always have to be able to manage your risk. So knowing where you're buying, knowing where you're selling, and knowing where you're going to be cutting your losses. But overall, let's go ahead and get to it. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and kind of guide you guys in the right direction. I'm going to try to. But for those that don't know the video that I'm talking about, when it comes down to my little sister, it's actually, you guys can go under, I think it's one of my most popular videos. You go to popular video, yeah, it's right here. It's how to trade stocks. So I made a video with my little sister about a month ago. As you guys can see, it does very well. And not only, I'm guessing a lot of people clicked on it because, my little sister is there and stuff like that, and you guys find that more attractive than, this good-looking guy right there. But it comes down to simply, I broke down the way to invest in the stock market in a very, I think, elementary way that's very easy to understand. So I hope that's understandable. Within the past couple of days, I've just been going back and forth with my little sister. Again, my little sister, she's still in high school. She doesn't day trade every single day, or doesn't really day trade at all. She's only taken one position when it comes to she only took a real day trade position when it comes down to the trade that she did with DCTH. The position that she took today was a day trade, but it was with a stock that could be potentially a swing trade that a lot of us have been swing trading, and that's JDST. So overall, just wanted to shout that out and kind of break it down on why it is that we saw potential in that specific trade. I do want to, before I move on to the breakdown of the technical analysis, did want to let you guys know, for those that are interested in the TechWit Solutions apparel, for all those that wanted to pre-order it, the link is now available for the pre-orders. We will be shipping them out within 3 weeks. Again, all the link, if you guys just want to check it out and check the website and give us some feedbacks on how we can improve it, and for the next launch, let us know. It is a limited supply, so just know the amount of orders that we received today actually exceeded our expectations and for the projection that we overall had. So just want to let you guys know, for those that do want this specific apparel, we made it for all of you guys, and it would be amazing for you guys to pick one up if you guys see value in it. If you don't, then you definitely don't have to. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen, and then we can go from there for the breakdown. All right, but let's go ahead and go from there. Alrighty. So this is the position that we took today. The reason that we invested, just like you guys saw right in our live stream during the pre-market hours, we saw that JDST saw a huge pump. It broke above $60, and that is where I called out, the sell. It saw a huge downward trend bounce at $56.85, and it was at that bounce that me and my little sister took advantage of the opportunity that presented itself. We understood that JDST had an overall support at $58, but it ended up breaking that support, I believe, 2 days ago. Because it broke that support, it had a huge pullback, and due to that huge fluctuation in price, we saw that little indicator was showing that it was more on the oversold side. Therefore, we made the decision that we would wait for the bounce, wait for the upward trend, and then break it down that way. So she got filled at 57.19, and then I got filled at 57.30. So she got at a better, or 57.33. She got filled at an overall better price than I did. But when it came down to actually selling it, I feel like I ended up doing a better job because I truly understood where the resistance was, or the old support. So the overall old support was at 58.50. And when it started pumping up on this first initial pump, ended up hitting highs of 58.45. When it started seeing the downward trend, that's when I started to sell off. My little sister didn't sell off until I pretty much suggested for her to know that, it has a support at 58.40, and that I would suggest that to be one of the sell points. So overall, just so I can break it down for you guys and make it very simple. Okay, we have a guy that just, I don't know.
He spent $2.
Do a video about your impressions about Bitcoin. Okay, so I'll write that down. Thank you again for the suggestion, and I'll be sure to, it's been one that's been very requested, so that's by K-Drop. Okay, Bitcoin. All right, I'm writing that down. Appreciate that. Overall, there's a good amount of traders that were able or saw value in swing trading JDST. Doesn't mean that everyone else has to swing trade it. If you were able to capitalize on JDST as a day trade, then great, right? Why not? And that was definitely the case because it dropped to such a low point. It definitely presented a lot of opportunity. And from top to bottom, it was just amazing the growth that we're able to see today because of the overall potential. So my little sister was initially swing trading JDST. And that's something that we're doing within the past couple of days. She sold it and then took another position when it had that pullback. So she sold when it ended up hitting above $60, and then when it had that pullback and she saw the opportunity present itself. Again, I was going back and forth in conversation with my little sister, so I don't want to say that it was 100% something that she would have been able to have done without me, just because she's so young and just a little bit more on the inexperienced side. So I just explained it to her, asked her if she saw potential in it, and then we formulated a plan with that. Understanding that, let me go ahead and kind of break it down for you guys. So this is pretty much her position size. If you guys saw it last time, she was trading with a little bit over like $850. Today she broke the $900 mark, $920, and you guys can see it there. It's 4.04% profit, $34, almost $35, no commissions because of Robinhood. And that's amazing. She took advantage of an opportunity that presented itself. She locked in her profits when it came down to her swing trade originally with JDST. And I called it out in the live stream that if it breaks above 60, that's where I'm going to sell. Told my little sister, and simply tried to guide her in the right direction. We saw that, we were in the green, lock in profits. It saw the pullback, and then we just continued from there. So that was the breakdown on why we ended up trading. That's pretty much the breakdown on why we day traded JDST. There's a lot of stocks that, man, there's just so many people that did so well today with their trade with RTNB again because of the huge pump that we're able to capture right at market open. There's just so much opportunity out there, but it comes down to you not overwhelming yourself and focusing on what you see value in. So for those that are seeing that, right, it's obviously a little bit easier for me to have that one-on-one conversation with my little sister and try to guide her in the right direction. Does it mean that we're going to see success 100% of the time? No, but you have to understand the position and the approach that she's taking is much more modest than a lot of the traders that are within our group. We are always aggressively looking for the next big trade that we are sometimes forcing our trade or forcing a stock. And I'm not trying to call any of you guys out, but do you guys see yourself actually doing that? And I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to say that in the most respectful way, just so we cannot make the same mistake. Do you guys feel as an individual that because so many members within our group are doing so well? Kettle Cooked continuously. He said something great today. I told him, I was like, Kettle, you're making over $1,000 worth of profit every single day. He made like 1,200, 2 days ago, and today he was like, no, I'm up only $11 on a small position that I took. But it comes down to understanding that I'm not here to force my trades, and I'm here to only invest in what I see value in. Just like every other trader that's been doing so well, they don't force trades, and they truly take a step back and they take a much more relaxed approach when it comes down to, like my little sister. She wrote a swing trade, she locked in profits, she saw the huge drop and opportunity present itself. Again, I was there to guide her in the right direction, but she was the one that took advantage of the opportunity. She's the one that placed the trade. She's the one that, kind of broke down the stock and identified the potential, saw that the potential for profit was much greater than the potential for loss. And it's that simple. It's a concept very simple, but it becomes very difficult to achieve when you overwhelm yourself with a series of options because you don't know where to invest because you're overwhelmed with so much opportunity, right? It's like if I take you to the grocery store and I tell you, hey, pick a peanut butter spread. But if I give you 1,000 options of the top peanut butter spreads and what everyone else says, that this is like the best spread in the world, the best bang for your buck or whatever it is, right? There's so many different options and so many of them look like good opportunities. And the best way to find the best stock, I want you guys to understand, is for you as an individual trader to set up criteria on what you want each stock to meet. Understanding that we're all different traders, we all have different unique styles of trading and what we see, value in. So understanding that there is going to be no generic type of approach. It might be, some stock that sees, a more general, value for the mass scale, but realistically, we're all different styles of traders. Set up criteria that you want every stock to meet. Break down every stock, making sure that only the ones that you invest in meet that criteria. Set up a plan, manage your risk, and then go for it within your own, at your own pace. Manage your risk, and if it comes down to you just buying one share, then so be it. Just test the waters and focus on that percentage growth. My little sister isn't here to make the most money overall. She's here to keep profits, big or larger than her losses. And today she's up, or this week she's up 4.04%. It's not huge, but last week she was up 3.5%. So overall, she's seeing growth within her account. And if we can get her anywhere over 10% within her first month, that's growth, and that's growth she would have not seen. I mean, that's growth that would have been amazing to experience in the stock market within 1 year. And she's able to do that within 1 month with a very minimal approach or understanding of the stock market and how to succeed. It just gives you guys the understanding to the reassurance that don't overwhelm yourself with so many options. Don't always try to chase every single stock. Don't ask the people that do well, what is it that you do? And they are very selective on what it is that they invest in because they truly know how to identify potential. And that's all I can really say. So thank you guys again. We have Ashley Lauren. So she just tagged me and she said, true. I'm pretty sure you're the I don't want to call you out, right? I don't mean to do that. I mean this in like a funny approach, but I think you're Lord, right? Lorde within our traders. So, oh, Steven Ruggiero. So everyone calls me out because I always wear, kind of almost like the same thing every single day. I either wear this TechBuds t-shirt. I do change t-shirts, but when it comes down to like being kind of in my comfort area, in my trading area, this is a t-shirt that I put on, or any other TechBuds t-shirt, or my Turo t-shirts and stuff like that, because I feel so comfortable. And if you guys want to feel comfortable, the link is down below. Totally kidding. If you guys don't see value in our t-shirts, 100% I understand. I price them, I think, relatively really affordable compared to anything else, because I would not buy an expensive t-shirt. All we wanted to, these t-shirts to do is to have a nice, simple design, a be good quality material and good fitting, and for people to like kind of, I really didn't expect this. For so many people, when we did the poll for, within 24 hours and seeing that 550 people wanted to purchase our product within 24 hours, I was just like, what the heck? That was huge, right? We have 41,000 members, but it was just something so, I think, such a tangent away from what it is that our primary focus is, which is investing, that they really wanted to represent what TechBuds is. And that's a community that's here to help one another out. It's a free and simple platform that we encourage new traders. I want to let you guys know that if you're not a part of TechBuds Solutions already, in the Discord group chat, if you guys can let me know, for all those that tuned in the Discord group chat, the voice channels that after I close my live stream that I do for 30 minutes, 15 minutes before the market opens and 15 minutes after, I have now joined the voice channels within our group chat. 100% the best 1 hour I've ever spent with our group. It's just so fluid and so, you just get exposed to so much opportunity at such a relaxed pace because you don't have to type anything. It's just so fluid. And if you guys haven't joined us already, we would love you guys to be a part of our team. If you don't see value in it, then I 100% understand. It is free, but we only want you guys to come if you guys see value in it and want to help one another out. And that's really all I ask for you guys. Just know that when it comes down to any form of investing in any market, every market offers potential. And if you think that it doesn't because you see failure, you're obviously doing something wrong. And that's okay. You don't need to see success in every market. You focus in what you see value in and be passionate about it. And if you're not, then move on to another market. Understand that every market offers potential, and there's always someone that's successful in that market. See what they do well, break it down, identify potential that works for you, create your own unique style, and then set up a plan and go for it. With any market, when it comes down to like me buying these series of investment properties, I've been in the making of wanting to make another investment video. We just finalized the inspection on the next on the new investment property. It's a condo that I bought here in Arizona, and it's another investment property that I just purchased. I'm 22. I don't do anything special, but the thing that I do is I was exposed to this opportunity. I had a general understanding on what the market value is for this specific property, and I took advantage of it because I had at least the general understanding and the preparation of having the funding available to making it happen. And again, you don't have to do anything special. Do what it is that you love and be passionate about it, and success will follow. When it comes down to my McLaren or the Z06, the reason I have that is because I've been able to take advantage of opportunities. The partnerships that I establish with every single member, that we create businesses with one another. The reason that they see value in me and the reason I see value in them is because the value that we provide for one another in a way that it's hard to present into words. But like tomorrow, the undisputed. What is it that they say?
Undisputed, the notorious.
Yeah.
The notorious. Conor McGregor.
Okay, obviously, I'm not the most pumped guy when it comes down to the fights, but I'm super excited. I don't watch really like any Netflix or any TV, but when it comes down to the UFC fights, that's something me and my buddies like Sergio, he's the one that's actually helping me. Sergio and Nick, if you guys can, give us some feedback. So if you guys aren't going to buy anything within TechBuds, 100%, if you don't see value in it, don't buy anything. If you guys do, again, the link is down below. But what I want you guys to understand is this whole merch and this whole apparel would not have been possible at this quick pace if it wasn't for Sergio. When you guys asked for it, I simply told Sergio to start looking into it. He's a lot more fashionable than I am. So if I made t-shirts for you guys, you definitely would not be repping it or wanting it, right? But Sergio is very passionate about it, and that's what we're about. We're about, just allowing Sergio to pursue his dream of having a successful, pretty much like, what is it, kind of like apparel company, because we have the volume, because we have the demand. And we were, and that might sound wrong because you guys are thinking like, okay, well now we're just trying to make money like on you guys, and that's not at all the case, right? You guys have to understand that every approach that it is that I take when it comes to any form of investing, we were going to take the approach of going with another supplier, but it was actually a member within TechBuds Solutions that reached out to me, and that showed value and interest in working with us and offered us a much more valuable approach, and that's the position that we took. So instead of working with a multi-million-dollar corporation to produce these t-shirts, we decided to work with a member within TechBuds Solutions to produce these t-shirts, because it's all about working with individuals that share the same interest with you and being able to see the growth together. I hope you guys see the value in that and understand kind of our breakdown. If the individual that is okay with later on me kind of calling him and his company out for partnering up with us and making this all possible, because it would not have been possible without him. But I get so many people that reach out to me and that have a series of businesses that simply tell me, hey, do you see value in this? There's nothing wrong with reaching out to an individual, because if this individual did not take the approach of simply asking me, hey, Ricky, have you ever thought of making t-shirts? I have an amazing t-shirt company. It's a startup. I would love to assist you in your success as well. That's all it took. And because of that, now I'm working with him, and now he has a partnership with TechBuds Solutions or TechBuds Apparel, and we're going to be working with it. And I think that's an amazing thing. We're connected with the power of the internet, and we're connected because of this, I feel, amazing community that we've built together. So it's as simple as that. If Dimitri's saying free shipping, yeah, we definitely are. Sergio is wearing a medium. Come on, Justin, hit. There's no reason to be just, yeah.
What did they say?
No, nothing. But overall, guys, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys found, if you guys didn't catch the whole gist of the introduction of the video, this video will republish. If you guys found this video helpful, we'd appreciate the thumbs up. I think in this video, kind of breaking it down and kind of just exposing people to the idea that you don't need to be day trading every single day. It really comes down to just trading when you see value, or when you can dedicate 100% of your time to, and being patient and being very laid back, and not very laid back, but just really letting the charts do the talking and letting opportunity present itself, and when it does, being able to take advantage of it. So I'm definitely going to follow up with more apparel stuff. So letting you guys know kind of updates on when we produce, and for future launches and stuff like that, as well as I'll keep you guys up to date with the TechBot Solutions website. So thank you guys for all your support and for all those that want to be a part of our beta trials. So I can only imagine the amount of people that are going to sign up for that because the demand is so high, and that is going to be 100% for free as well. And then I'll follow up with a video when it comes down to the investment property once it closes, which should be within 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. So I'll keep you guys up to date. It should be a pretty speedy close. So I'm super pumped for that and to kind of have you guys throughout the whole experience. So if it comes down to me having to go sign something, then I'll make a video just to share my experience on how it comes down to breaking down buying an investment property at a young age, or just breaking it down. So I hope you guys find that useful. Thank you guys again for everything it is that you guys do. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Like always, guys, be driven by your passion and let that be expressed through all your hard work. Let's make sure that we end the year. On a green note. I don't know why I keep staring at the very end. I say it so often that I want to make sure that I say it correctly. So